Hello, Cassandra.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So, at our last session, we decided that we were going to be coming to an end with the course of treatment. Um, and we've been very productive with all we've done so far. We've worked very hard, and it's been a great course of treatment. But since this is going to be the final session, I just want to talk about what you've learned, how you're going to be working in the future. And I just think it's a good time to discuss growth and all of these things in the last session before we go our separate ways. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Awesome. Great. I'm glad to hear that. So we started working together about 3 months ago, um, and some things have changed since then. Can you tell me what some of those things are?
Yeah, so I know when I first came in here, I was very insecure about myself. I was going through depression, and sometimes I just felt like there was no meaning to my life. And I know just talking with someone has made me feel great and just better about myself. You have helped me definitely with relationships throughout my life, family, my partner. And I think it's just made me more confident within others and myself. So I think that's been a growth between having therapy.
That is so incredible to hear that you've felt more confident with others. Um, what has been the biggest impact about these changes in your life?
So I can definitely agree, I guess, more my self-care, self-love towards myself. I know I would always put myself down and underestimate myself in many situations. And just being able to talk to you sometimes for an hour or 30 minutes out of my day just makes me realize that there's always something important going on in my life or me accomplishing goals, and I should be proud of that. So I think that's definitely something that I think has been a benefit of having therapy, because I view my life in a completely different perspective from the first day I started this therapy sessions.
Most definitely. And I definitely see those changes in you too. I see how much more confident you are going into your work and how you're getting these huge projects done, and you're doing so much more with all the confidence you're having. And it's been incredible to see. And you've done a lot to change the way you approach your life, and seeing all the positive changes has been incredible. So now that we're coming to an end, what is something that you want to use in your future? What do you see some of the skills that we've talked about, and how do you see that translating?
So I think just how I see you as a mentor to myself, I think I can definitely be a mentor towards someone else, or just helping someone by hearing them or hearing their concerns and being able to listen to someone else. So I think that's something that I have learned, is that there's always people that are willing to listen to you and help you out. And like I mentioned, just being their mentor and guiding them through difficult situations. So I think that's definitely a skill I have learned, and I'm willing to help others. So I'm looking forward to that, and just seeking new opportunities and being able to continue what you have helped me, and then me continuing that chain and helping someone else.
That's amazing to hear. Switching gears a little bit, do you have any concerns about not being in session anymore?
I think just a concern for myself is just if I were to fall back down, feel depressed, or have anxiety, just not necessarily knowing the coping skills that I should take or who I should speak with, but I know I can always come back and attend therapy once again, or just maybe hopefully reach out to you and just work things out if things get difficult once again.
Absolutely, and that is very true. If you ever feel like you may need to speak again and just continue treatment, that is more than welcome. I would be more than happy to have you back. I know that you are going to be able to use some of the coping skills that we've talked about and just really flourish because I've seen you already do start to grow so much already. But definitely, the door is always open, and I want to make sure you're completely aware of that. You can always come back if needed. So my next question for you is about if you're feeling anxious or depressed, how do you think you're going to handle that? So let's say you're feeling really anxious at work. Can you give me an example of what you think you might do?
So I think I can definitely speak out to someone my about my concern. So if it's work related, like you mentioned, if I'm feeling anxious about work, maybe speaking to my manager or supervisor, expressing how I feel, or if it's just a task that I feel like I need more time, just having them hear me out and explain my situation and with work, of course, and just express to them that maybe I'll need a little bit more time with this task, or explain why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. But if it's for myself, I think just knowing how to calm myself down, doing um, some of the activities that we have talked about in therapy, and how I can just calm myself down and not feel anxious. So I think just being able to speak to someone is my best option and what I can do.
Yes, and we've seen how well that has worked for you through the past couple of months. So that sounds like a great plan that you have in place for yourself. And I feel like you're going to continue to grow a lot post our sessions. And I want to thank you for coming in and speaking with me and being so vulnerable throughout the past couple months. And if you ever need to come back or you have my email, you can feel more than welcome to contact me. And I thank you for your time, Cassandra.
Thank you, Annalise, and have a good day.
Thanks.